Hey, we are Philip and Claire Mitchell, and we own Mitchell Holistic Health, and we wanted to just share a little bit about our experience so far with Clinical Marketer over the last year and a half.
So before we started Clinical Marketer, we had a lot of challenges. We really just didn't have anything in place in terms of like systems. We thought that what we wanted to offer, sort of a holistic approach, would work, but we couldn't get in front of people. We didn't have any systems. And we just really didn't have any clue on how to actually run the business part of it. We had so many things wrong.
Yeah, we didn't know what we didn't know.
No, totally.
Yeah. Our experience, like I said, has been about a year and a half working with Clinical Marketer. I think we started, November 2022.
Yeah.
And what I would say has made the biggest impact for us is we can't really pinpoint one thing necessarily. We were just talking about it and we were like, our whole experience has been amazing. We've learned how to run a business. We learned how to get in front of leads. We've learned how to track our numbers. I would say the community has been one of the biggest things, encouraging things. We have found like-minded people who share their wins, who also share their challenges so that we know we're not alone. We love to bounce ideas off of them. And we have people who have gone before us and done things. So it's really great to be able to be like, have y'all struggled with this? Or have y'all seen this work? And we get a lot of good ideas by just being a part of the community. So we gained even more than what we thought we were going to, getting in front of leads and things like that.
Yeah. That's one of the things about the event that's great, is just being around other like-minded people, just being encouraged. So
yeah, we love the live event.
So some of the successes that we've had, our life has really changed a lot in the last year and a half. But in October of 2022, we had done 8K in that month, and we're 2 days, I think, through the end of the month.
Yeah.
Of April, and we're on the verge of hitting 80K this month.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be our best month ever in terms of revenue. And not only did we start with, it was just us two when we started back in October of 2022 with Clinical Marketer, but we went from 2 employees to 7 employees, and we're trying to hire number 8 right now.
Yeah.
So, not only that, but then just this is a change in our life and the change in, our patients, because we're super passionate about holistic health and just being able to impact literally hundreds of people over the last year and a half has just been a lot of fun for us. Just our passion, being able to reach, our community with that.
Yeah. And I would say kind of as we've grown and learned and, just seen our business grow while working with Clinical Marketer, our biggest thing we're currently working on is getting our time back. We have 3 small kiddos, and, you pour a lot into your business to get it up and going and get it running. And there were lots of long nights for us starting out and things like that. But we want to continue to grow and build our culture in our business and build up our team, and kind of continue to buy back our time, so to speak. We just want to continue to have that work-life balance for us. That's kind of our next thing of where we're really trying to head toward.
Yeah, because we've really worked hard over the last year and a half. And so, turning other people loose and going more into the managing role is sort of what we're trying to do over the next 4 to 6 months. So just to other people who are out there who are probably in our shoes, we were really struggling a year and a half ago, and honestly we had looked at so many different things, different marketing strategies, and none of them seemed to work. But I still remember that initial phone call with Jordan. We just loved his energy, and we're like, man, we'd love to work with this guy. And then just that trust that we felt, that we knew that we were going to be supported. So what we would say to people who are thinking about this is just do it. Just jump in. And the approach we took is hey, they're smarter than us. They're further ahead than we are. So let's just implement everything they tell us to, even if we're nervous about it and questioning, I don't know if that's going to work, but honestly.
Well, and especially in our area, I remember we had this conversation with Jordan and we pushed back quite a bit. We're like, we're not this big city kind of thing. We're in a smaller area. We're just will it work? And then we kind of, he was like, yes, it will. And so we kind of came to the decision of well, if we invest in it and for whatever reason we don't get leads, which we did, we'll have our systems in place. And it just continually blew our minds. Clinical Marketer continues to add things on. And that's one of the things we love about them is we're continuing to learn and grow and do more things as a business. And we're oh, I didn't even think about that. And so I would say it was just so well worth our investment that we made in our business and in ourselves. And we're even if it's just this, it would be worth it. And it's been so much more. So I think both of us would say jump in, implement what they say, because what they say works, and how they and they'll support you, and dig into the community. That's been the biggest area of support for us that we've really loved, and found that to be something that we didn't necessarily expect, but we needed. And it's really it's changed our lives and changed our business. Yeah.
I mean, every issue you're running into, you've had probably hundreds of people run through that run into the same problem. So there's just great advice, and people are very willing to share documents and sharing their approach and how they did things with you. So we just want to be a part of a community that is that supportive.